Planet of the Fakes 4 Kids, and Pig Star HH News. Despite overwhelming video and photo evidence against him and telling his victim not to testify, an NYPD detective was acquitted this month for child rape. Video. Cop acquitted for rape, despite 5 videos showing him having sex with a child. New York, NY, flexing his mighty blue privilege granted to him by his badge, a former NYPD cop was acquitted on felony child rape and sex abuse charges this month, despite filming the interactions with the 15-year-old victim himself. Instead of going to jail for years, like he should have, this cop will likely escape any actual accountability. The ex-NYPD police officer Raul Almeida was accused of recording his sexual encounters with the 15-year-old girl on at least 5 occasions. He was confronted with these videos by investigators and the teen admitted to the acts. These facts were indisputable, yet Almeida was acquitted. Instead of facing the time in prison for the felony rape charges, Almeida was convicted of 2 petty misdemeanors of official misconduct and witness tampering. The witness tampering stems from the fact that Almeida told the girl not to testify against him in court. The official misconduct charge was brought on after this cop was caught accessing NYPD computers to see what evidence Internal Affairs had against him. Incredibly, he was only found guilty of the very charges which allowed him to silence his victim and give him an upper hand during the trial. It is utter insanity. The 2 misdemeanors barely carry up to a year in jail. Even more insane is the fact that his attorney had the audacity to refer to Almeida as a victim. You really cannot make this up. From the start, Mr. Almeida was willing to take responsibility for his actions, but he was not willing to plead guilty to charges where he was the victim of a shakedown. Said Peter Brill, Almeida's lawyer. We thank the jury for being able to tell the difference. Content by the Freethought Project. The case against Almeida began in 2017 when his victim, a 15-year-old girl, was arrested for prostitution. Because children cannot consent to sex with an adult, the idea of charging her with prostitution is wrong from the start. However, during her arrest, the victim told investigators that Almeida had purchased her for sex on multiple occasions. When police executed a search warrant on the officer's home and computer, they found the videos and images on his computer and phone. When he was confronted with the videos, he refused to acknowledge that he knew the child. He also refused to identify his bedroom and living room furniture which were seen in the photos. Astonishingly enough, the jury bought this denial. But it gets worse. Despite the existence of the photos and videos found on his devices of a child having sex, a fact no one disputes, Almeida was not found guilty of child pornography. Also, despite claiming to investigators that he did not know the 15-year-old child, police found another video in which he was telling the girl to lay low, as Internal Affairs investigated him. Technically you are a minor, Almeida told the teen, according to court records. So much for not knowing her. Even more disturbing is the fact that after the initial raid found all the videos, Almeida was not fired for 7 months. This time allowed him to keep tabs on the Internal Affairs investigation of him. Prosecutors claim that Almeida was even able to have sex with the teenager 2 more times after the raid. Exactly how a jury would acquit a man, especially given the video and photo evidence documenting his crimes, is a tragic mystery. Now, however, the citizens of New York can rest assured that he will likely strike again as he faces less than a year behind bars. This potential tendency to strike again was also evidenced by the other files investigators reportedly found on his computer named The List, in which he made a creepy PowerPoint presentation of other women with whom he has allegedly paid to have sex, all while his fiancée battled cancer, a real stand-up guy indeed. When a police officer can be caught on video having sex with a child 5 times and escape the charges for it, we have a serious problem in this country. Almeida's acquittal shows us just how blinded by the badge some people can become. Given how often police officers are accused of horrifying sexual crimes, many of which are against children, this blindness should have been lifted long ago. However, judging from the lack of time behind bars they are consistently given, we can assume that it is still alive and well. For more, visit www.foramore-is.com.